So, hello, we are back again, guys. Welcome. My name is Flora Chacha. Welcome to my channel. So, today, this topic is actually interesting for me personally because it's personal. Like, I'm speaking from a personal, very personal point of view. And I'm sure there is, like, lots of people out there, probably, okay, particularly women. Once we are 30 plus, we probably receive this question a lot. When are you getting married? When are you having, children? When are you starting a family? What's going on? Sometimes it's your family members, sometimes it's your parents, sometimes it's your friends, sometimes it's like random people, sometimes it's people DMing you. They are kind of like checking. I don't know what they're, trying to do. Like, I mean, God help them. I mean, and then there's those ones, the guys who are actually they're married with children, and then they meet you. They're like, hey, blah blah blah. Maybe you know each other from wherever. And it's like, oh, that could have been you. You are not serious. Like, how do you even say that? It's very disrespectful to your family, to yourself, to your women. So anyway, so today I decided to. Well, the first thing I want to talk about is timing. Honestly, I truly believe there's timing for everything, and there's time for everything and for everyone. When it's your time to shine, you will shine. When it's not your time to shine, you won't shine. When it's your time to, be successful, you will be successful. When it's not your time yet, you won't be. And it can be caused by so many factors, but then there's also a thing that has to do a lot with you can plan, but how many things have you ever planned in your life and they actually did not work out or happen? So it can also be timing that has to do with the universe or what we call God, because honestly, that is a huge factor on when things can actually happen in your life. No matter what you do, if the timing for that particular thing, because there's even just to, okay, randomly thinking, everything seems to be moving, like how the seasons move so that everything can work out. So of course that has to do with all of us as well. It's like somebody once told me that, actually, yeah, it was my coworker I had in Canada, Julian. Shout out, really nice guy. He was like, when the child, oh no, I don't think it was Julian, somebody else. I don't remember. But it was like, when a child wants to come, a child will come. So you just don't have to put so much pressure on yourself. Let's say if you are trying to have a baby. Okay, so back to the point. What I'm trying to say about timing is I personally feel, even in my life, just generally, things have I've had actually to do things a bit out of schedule in comparison to like even my family members. So even I going to university, I delayed 2 years, I think, to go to university. I didn't go right away because I was the one who I remember, okay, among the ones we were growing about the same age, I was the last one to actually, have a boyfriend. And the whole experience and everything, like I was like very late about everything. But it's funny how like I even like my how finishing college and then figuring out what could actually work for my life, that has taken me like long time to just put it together. And okay, so we are the next one, or the next category, or the next point. I would say ambition. Honestly, I feel like we can have different ambitions, which can eventually affect on the timing of how we do things or start things. And I personally feel like my ambition was never that particular in getting like to get married. And I feel like if it was an ambition that I had at a very young age, like I hear this all the time, especially back home, that like women in college, they are prepping themselves, so they are like looking for the husband material. I was never like that. So it was never something inside me that I'm so ambitious to have. And I feel like if it was something that it was that ambitious, I would have attained it way, way, way sooner. And I truly remember even in college, there was this guy who was my friend. He was such a good, amazing, amazing guy. And he was, I think by that time, he had 1 year left, and then I was a year behind him. And he was telling me, he's like, you know, Flora, I am actually going to finish college. I am going to make so much money, be rich, get married, have my take care of my wife and children. And honestly, if I was that ambitious of marriage, I would have targeted that guy. But it was not in me. It was something I was like, oh, you know what I want to do? I actually want to go to Cuba and have a blast. And the next year is exactly what I did. He graduated, I was off to Cuba. So we ambition also come to play a lot. And I think that ambition comes in different timing. Let's say probably I feel more alert and aware now that okay, like I'm having my dreams together. So of course, I would like to eventually do have a family and get married. So maybe even like how I behave and what I want to do when it comes to that area would be more with the intention compared to like the time I was in college or even like few years after there. So yeah, that is the second thing. And then on top of that, I would like to say, I have actually met people who I think have a way of like allowing these experiences come to them as they come. Okay, so and the third one that I'm going to talk about is it also depends a lot on the background. And background has to do with family, friends, the environment you grew up. I think all that can affect on how you do this whole thing of getting married and starting family and stuff like that. And I feel like I actually come from a courier tribe, and they're so big. They are so much about getting married and having children and all that. But I feel like my parents have never necessarily been so much about the pressure of getting married. Like they have never been about that life. I remember we were so young and our dad was like, you know what? You take your time, even if it's 30 plus. And imagine this is my dad is like a man caught between modern and traditional worlds. So he can do things in a very traditional way, but sometimes he can do things in a very modern way. And he used to tell that to us from a very young age about like not, excuse me, there's something on my lip. What? Oh, okay, it's good. So he used to tell us, like he used to be like, you know what, like you just get married when you are ready. When you actually feel you have found the right person, that's when you should get married. So I think because of that, and even until today, I swear my dad has never, ever pressured me to get married. Of course, there will be like highlights here and there, especially for mom. Moms are usually the ones who are busy with this thing. But I feel my dad, it's almost like a way of respecting that, okay, if she hasn't actually this decided she hasn't been married by now, there must be very good reasons for her to not to do it. So I feel like I admire that. And when, that time comes and I get married and everything, it's like it would be such an honor, that they respected me and then I respected them. Because back, like, where in our tribe, it's like a way of respecting. It's like how you respect your family also by doing that. Like, it's different for different people, but that's like where we come from. That's why even like let's say if you get pregnant, the guy will pay a fine. So it's still there until today. So you can be like fighting it with whatever you want, but it's just there. So you will have to know what you deal with. So even when my dad talks to me, he talks to me in that kind of a language, and it's like you know how there's love languages? So that's like the respect language in our culture. Anyways, so that is the third one. I mean, if you are coming from a background that you are very pressured, because I know there are families which pressure their kids day and night, and I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's gonna help the person you're pressuring. It's not gonna help they. It's gonna help you. It's not going to help you eventually, because if they make a wrong decision, you were the one pressuring them. I think these are matters, are very personal matters, and people should respect. Like, let people decide when they decide. Don't decide for them by pushing them around. Okay? Okay, that's all for today. So, hey, until next time, I'll be posting. I mean, my topics will be very broad. Like maybe later, I'll probably have like more, tailored ones. But this is the beginning, so we're just trying to see what people are trying to, engage in. Okay, until next time, guys. Bye.